Fire, it's probably humanity's oldest and most important tool, right? Especially when you're outdoors. It's warmth, it's food, it's safety. But actually getting one going, especially when you really need it, can be, well, a total nightmare. So today, we're diving into a really simple but kind of brilliant innovation that might just solve that problem for good.
Come on, we've all been there. I know I have. You're out in the woods, it's getting dark, the temperature is dropping, and you're just fumbling around with damp matches and tinder that just refuses to catch. It's that moment where this super simple task suddenly feels like climbing a mountain. So frustrating.
And it feels like everything is working against you, right? The wood is damp, the wind just loves to blow out your tiny little flame, a surprise rain shower shows up at the worst possible time, and in an actual emergency, all these little annoyances suddenly become a very, very big deal.
So yeah, what all this really points to is a serious need for a fire starter that's compact, totally waterproof, and even eco-friendly. Something that just works every single time, especially when the conditions are terrible. It's a gap in the market just waiting for a smart solution.
And here it is. Say hello to the FSX BioFire Capsule. It's this clever little puck designed to be the ultimate answer to all those campfire headaches. And honestly, the best part? It's made almost entirely from stuff we'd otherwise just throw away. Agricultural waste.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, it's built from really simple, sustainable ingredients, all found in Malaysia. When you put them together, they create something incredibly powerful and reliable.
All right, first up, sawdust. Its tiny little particles create a massive surface area, which basically means it catches fire super fast. You can think of it as the sprinter on the team. Its job is to get that flame going right now.
Next, we've got palm kernel shell, or PKS. Now, if sawdust is the sprinter, this stuff is the marathon runner. It's a really dense, high-energy material from the palm oil industry that burns slow, steady, and hot. It provides that long-lasting heat you need to ignite bigger logs.
Ingredient number 3 is coconut fiber. Because it's so fibrous and has natural oils in it, it's crazy flammable. It basically acts as the perfect wick ready to catch a spark from literally anything. A match, a lighter, even a ferro rod.
And finally, wax. Wax plays 2 crucial roles here. First, it's the glue that holds all the dry stuff together in that neat little capsule. But maybe more importantly, it creates a waterproof shield, which means this thing will light up even after a good soaking. Plus, the wax itself is just another fuel source that burns slow and long.
But it's not just about having the right ingredients. It's about the ratio. This is key. The researchers experimented and found that this exact mix, 35% sawdust, 25% PKS, 25% coconut fiber, and 15% wax, hits that perfect sweet spot between igniting in a flash and burning for a long time.
And get this, the manufacturing process is so simple. You literally just mix the dry ingredients, pour in melted wax to bind it all, press it into a mold with a wick sticking out, and then give it one final dip in wax for that waterproof coat. That's it. It's super accessible and easy to scale up. Okay, so the theory is solid, the ingredients totally make sense, but does it actually perform when things get real? Let's get into the data, because this is where it gets really interesting.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? A clever idea is one thing, but it has to be better than what you can already buy. So how does the FSX capsule actually stack up against a standard off-the-shelf fire starter?
Well, the results, they aren't even close. It's a blowout. Your typical store-bought tinder might give you about 6 minutes of burn time, if you're lucky. The FSX BioFire capsule, on the other hand, just completely demolishes that number.
In the tests, one of the final versions burned for a full 14 minutes and 20 seconds. 14 minutes! That is more than enough time to dry out your damp kindling and get a real, sustainable fire roaring, even in nasty weather. That long, stable burn is an absolute game changer.
And it's not just about how long it burns. This thing is tough. It passed every single test they threw at it. Submerged in water for 10 minutes, lit right up. Blasted with a fan simulating a 20-kilometer-per-hour wind, the flame didn't even flicker. It's just flat out reliable. It just works.
This chart tells the story perfectly. That outer yellow line, that's the FSX capsule. You can see at a glance how it dominates in burn time, waterproofing, and wind resistance, which are, the exact areas where all the other stuff tends to fail you.
But the story here is bigger than just performance. The real beauty of this whole project is its environmental angle. This isn't just about making a better product, It's about a better way of thinking about our resources.
You can really break down the benefits of the BioFire capsule into 3 big areas. It's technically awesome, it's environmentally responsible, and it has massive market potential. Let's take a quick look at each one. So yeah, this thing really hits the trifecta. For you, the user, it's a lightweight, waterproof, long-burning beast. For the planet, it turns garbage into a valuable tool, and it's biodegradable. And for the market, it's cheap to make and perfect for pretty much anyone who spends time outdoors. Campers, hikers, survivalists, you name it.
Look, this is already a fantastic product as it is, but the innovation doesn't have to stop here. The researchers are already dreaming up ways to make it even more incredible.
And some of these ideas are just awesome. Imagine a fire starter that also keeps mosquitoes away with a little citronella mixed in. Or one with a built-in cap that acts as a windshield for really brutal weather. If they can find a fully plant-based wax and develop some reusable packaging, this would be pretty much the perfect eco product.
This quote from the original report really just nails it. This whole thing isn't just about starting a campfire. It's a powerful proof of concept. It shows that local, sustainable resources, stuff we think of as waste, can be used to create world-class products that solve real problems.
And that really leaves us with a fascinating question to chew on. I mean, if something as simple as sawdust and coconut shells can be turned into a potentially life-saving tool, what else is just hiding in plain sight in our trash? What other everyday problems are just waiting for a clever, sustainable solution?